What in the name of Ibrox is going on? Cerny's out, Tavernier's being pushed to the door, and the 49ers are tightening the purse strings before they've even taken the throne. And that's not all. There's transfer twists, ruthless exits, and one target who could be the next Ryan Kent or the next Kemar Roof. Stay locked in, because by the end of this video, you'll either be buzzing for the new era or fuming at what we're about to become. There's a storm brewing at Ibrox, and it's not the Glasgow rain this time. James Tavernier, the skipper who's bled for the badge more times than you've had your Sunday roast, is now being told it might be time to pack his bags. After dragging this team through seasons of turmoil, of silverware and setbacks, some reckon his time's up because he's become a lightning rod for every drop point and a miss-hit cross. Now, let's get one thing straight. He's played 33 league games this season, 38 the year before, and 38 again before that. That's not a part-time captain. That's a man glued to the cause, always fit, always available, and always standing up to be counted, even when others go missing. But here's the twist. Josh Windus, his former teammate, reckons the treatment he's getting from the stands is bang out of order. Says he's being hammered for everything, whether it's his fault or not. They lose a game. It's Tavernier's name on the dartboard. Imagine that. A captain who's been the beating heart of the side, told to go find a club where folk might actually appreciate him. And Windus is right in a way. How much can one player take before he thinks, is it worth it? And yet, with 1 year left on his contract, there's a feeling he might stay, might fancy one last dance at Ibrox, especially if Steven Gerrard returns as the whispers suggest. That bond between them was real. Maybe it could light the spark that's gone missing in this squad. And if Tavernier stays another season, is it because he loves the club too much to walk away, or because no other club with ambition wants him anymore? With Barry Ferguson officially out of the running for the permanent job and the 49ers preparing to reshape the club in their image, the clear-out has begun. Ianis Hagi, Leon Balogun, and Tom Lawrence out the door. That's the reality. No fanfare, no long goodbyes. Now let's talk about the elephant in the dressing room, Robin Proper. Brought in last summer as the man to steady the ship after Connor Goldson left, he was meant to be the Dutch rock at the back. What we've ended up with is more sand than stone. The stats don't lie. Rangers have conceded 32 goals in the 27 matches he played, but only 9 in the 11 he didn't. That's not just bad luck. That's a red flag you could see from the top of the Wallace Monument. He gets dribbled past more, wins fewer duels, commits more fouls, and gives you that look of a man who knows he's out of his depth. Neil McCann hit the nail on the head. His body language screams, "Get me out of here." And when a pundit picks up on that publicly, that tells you all you need to know. Look, it's not about scapegoating, it's about standards. This is Rangers. You don't get a season to settle in. You either handle the heat of Scottish football or you get cooked in it. And Proper, he's still figuring out how to turn on the oven. Now, with Balogun, Hagi, and Lawrence all released, the 49ers have shown they're not afraid to swing the axe. And if they're serious about winning the league back from that lot across the city, there's no time to mollycoddle a centre-half who's struggling against the likes of St. Johnstone and Kilmarnock. Is keeping Robin Proper around for another season a sign of loyalty to the player, or proof that the club's lost its ruthlessness when it comes to chasing titles? Now here's a bit of transfer gossip that might just have legs, and it's the kind that could go either way, depending on what kind of Rangers you want to see next season. Tyrus Dolan, the lively winger from Blackburn Rovers, is reportedly giving serious thought to a move to Ibrox after his contract situation took a twist. Out of contract next month and yet to sign fresh terms, the 23-year-old suddenly finds himself linked again with Rangers. And let's be honest, this isn't some tired rumour mill nonsense. With double figures in goal contributions over 44 games this season, the boys got pedigree. David Prutton's weighed in, saying Dolan should absolutely consider the move if either Rangers or Celtic come knocking. That's fair enough. but we know it's only one of those two where you're actually allowed to express yourself without being expected to grow a man bun and wear matching green pajamas. And let's not pretend this isn't a clever piece of business. With the 49ers takeover nearly over the line and PSR restrictions tightening the purse strings, a player like Dolan, free or cheap due to compensation rules, makes sense. No daft money, no risk of another Kemar Roof-style saga, just a young, hungry winger who wants to make something happen. There are whispers already that he could be a Ryan Kent-type signing. Now, love him or loathe him, Kent gave us some real moments. European nights, big goals, that run against Braga, you remember it. Dolan has a similar style pace, directness, an eye for goal, but with perhaps more potential for consistency if properly managed. The key here is timing. With Celtic already making moves behind the scenes, Rangers can't afford to be reactive. If the new gaffer's coming in by the end of the week as expected, Dolan should be one of the first names on that summer shopping list. A statement, but a sensible one. Now, here's the controversial bit. If Dolan signs and shines at Ibrox while Celtic blow their cash on another flop from the Belgian league, does that finally prove that proper recruitment beats throwing money at players who don't care about Scottish football? Right, this one's the kind of news that makes your blood boil before breakfast. 18 goals, 9 assists, 52 appearances. Vaclav Cerny didn't just show up at Ibrox last season, he delivered them. Week in, week out, he gave you moments of quality, work rate, and proper European pedigree. And now, after everything he gave the jersey, the 49ers Enterprises and Andrew Kavanagh are apparently about to let him walk out the door. Why? Because he's 27 and won't turn a profit. Let that sink in. Not because he's not good enough, not because he's injury-prone, not because he didn't fit the squad. No, they won't trigger the buy clause because they can't see a resale value. That's the logic. That's the American playbook they want to run in Glasgow. This isn't Major League Soccer. This is Rangers. You don't win titles by obsessing over spreadsheets. You win titles by keeping your best players, by fighting tooth and nail to hold on to the ones who care, the ones who show up when it matters. Cerny's performances were a rare bright spot in a season that, let's face it, left you gritting your teeth more than cheering. And if they think you're going to accept him leaving without a replacement who can at least match that output, they've got another thing coming. A takeover doesn't mean playing Moneyball, it means ambition. It means investment in winners, not just assets. And if this is how the 49ers plan to play it, cutting loose top performers because they're not a sell-on project, you've got to ask, what's the real goal here? If the 49ers won't pay for a proven talent like Cerny, are they here to win titles or just to balance books and sell dreams? If you haven't seen yesterday's video yet, you're missing out. Explosive news about Rangers that'll leave every fan stunned. Go check it out now.